Hi, welcome back to my channel. I want to start today by thanking all my new subscribers. I truly appreciate your support and interest in my little channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you enjoy my content, then please consider subscribing and liking this video. So today's video is going to be 3 for 3 tag. This is basically where I choose my 3 favorite fragrance notes and then choose 3 perfumes with these as the prominent notes. So the first note that I chose is tea. And the first fragrance featuring this note is Birju Assam of India. This fragrance was released in 2015 and it only has 3 notes: lemon, black tea, and sandalwood. And this is exactly what it smells like. It smells like cold tea with lemon. Sandalwood brings a little bit of creaminess to this. It's fresh, simple, great on a hot summer day. Really beautiful fragrance if you enjoy tea fragrances. My second choice is Bvlgari Au the Vert. Hopefully I said it correctly. This is a very old fragrance. It was released in 1993. It has a very long list of notes. Some of them are bergamot, mandarin, lemon, orange blossom, cardamom, pepper, coriander, rose, jasmine, lily of the valley, green tea, oak moss, beeswax, cedar, sandalwood, amber, musk. Oh, that's quite a list. This fragrance is definitely unisex. It's not as fresh and crisp as Assam of India. This one has a lot more herbalness to it, and I think that's because it has a lot of spices in the notes. And this one can be, again, worn anytime, and like I said, it's a unisex fragrance. The third tea fragrance is my absolute favorite, and this is Givenchy Ange Le Secret. This one was released in 2009, although I believe there was a further reformulation a few years later. When I started getting into fragrances and started blind buying, this was one of my first blind buys, and I can say that it was one of the most successful blind buys. So some of the notes in here are lemon, cranberry, green tea leaves, jasmine, peony, water flowers, woody notes, and patchouli. And to me, this is a very crisp tea with the addition of lemon and cranberry. This doesn't have the biggest projection or sillage, but at the same time, I can smell this on me for quite some time. And for that reason, this is one of my favorite fragrances to wear to work. Absolutely love this one. If you have not tried it out, I strongly recommend. Okay, my second note is patchouli. And of course, I can't mention patchouli without mentioning Mugler Angel. And I chose Angel Sucree. This one was released, at least the one that I have was released in 2017. I know they've had several releases, different releases of Sucree. And this one has the notes of red berry, sorbet, meringue, patchouli, of course, vanilla, and citruses. This has very strong in-your-face type of patchouli, as you would imagine with any angel, but it is also very sweet. I think red berries and meringue add the sweetness. I smell meringue very clearly, and I find this very delicious and kind of comforting fragrance to wear. The only suggestion I would have is don't overdo it with any angel. I tend to overspray, and you cannot do it with this one because if you spray too much, this really becomes unpleasant. So just spray carefully and if you enjoy Angel, definitely give this one a try. The second choice for Patchouli is a fragrance that I mentioned on my channel already, and this is Annick Goutal Tenue de Soiree. This has a patchouli that's very similar to Jimmy Choo patchouli, in my opinion. Some of the other notes in here are iris, blackcurrant, caramel, leather, musk, bergamot, rose, and jasmine. If you're afraid of leather, don't worry, I do not smell leather in this one at all. This is very sweet, soft patchouli. It's not as in your face as Jimmy Choo, and for that reason I think it is more suitable for warmer weather. It is very beautiful fragrance, so try it out again if you enjoy patchouli, because it is quite prominent in this fragrance. And my last one for patchouli is, and this might be a surprising choice, I'm not sure, but this is Van Cleef Arpels Rose Rouge. So judging by the name, you would think that this is a rose fragrance, and it is. Of course, rose is one of the most prominent notes in here, but to me, patchouli is also very prominent in this fragrance. So this one is part of Collection Extraordinaire, and it was released in 2018. Some of the other notes in addition to patchouli are pink pepper, blackcurrant, rose, vetiver, cocoa, and musk. And what I get in this one initially when I spray it is it's all about patchouli, and it's kind of earthy, hippie type of patchouli that I know many people don't like, but I actually love. Another fragrance that I would say has similar patchouli, at least on me, is La Vie Est Belle. I smell very strong patchouli there as well. But with time, as it dries down, this really turns into a sweet rose, and patchouli kind of goes in the background. But initially, patchouli is very strong. Again, a beautiful fragrance. And my third choice of note, and I'm not going to be original here, this is my all-time favorite note, is vanilla. This was a very hard choice. I could have chosen so many vanilla fragrances, and I love so many vanilla fragrances. And I think eventually I'm going to do a full video dedicated to vanilla. But for the purposes of this video, I chose 3. And the first one is YSL Minifesto L'Eclat. This one was released in 2014, and it has the notes of green tea, bergamot, neroli, blackcurrant, jasmine, freesia, rose, orange blossom, tonka bean, sandalwood, cashmere. In fact, this one could have been included in my tea category as well because it has a green tea note, but I decided to include it in vanilla because I feel like vanilla is more prominent in this fragrance. And I've tried Minifesto Elixir previously, and I liked it, but I didn't love it, and it didn't justify a full bottle purchase. It was just a little bit too heavy for me, too sweet. But this one is much greener and fresher. I think it's the green tea and bergamot and some green notes that add this freshness to this one. So it's vanilla, but a very fresh vanilla, and this is a very, very beautiful fragrance. The second vanilla fragrance on my list is Paco Rabanne Olympia. This one came out in 2015, and it's pretty simple fragrance. The main notes are salt, vanilla, jasmine, sandalwood, ambergris. And this really smells like salty vanilla. Nothing complex about it, but it is very comforting and warm, but not too warm, so you can wear it any time of the year, I think. Again, I love wearing this to work because this is not too loud and it lasts relatively well on my skin. So this is a great example of vanilla. And the last one is Again, from Van Cleef Arpels Extraordinary Collection, and I mentioned this one before in my channel, and this is Orchidee Vanille. This one came out in 2009. Some of the other notes in it are mandarin, lychee, bitter almond, chocolate, rose, violet, cedar, tonka bean, and musk. This fragrance is absolutely gorgeous. If you love vanilla, you must try this one. The vanilla in this one is kind of drier, more powdery vanilla, and you do smell orchid slightly, but really overall it's vanilla fragrance. It is gorgeous and a must try for vanilla lovers. So that was the last fragrance for this video. Thank you very much for watching and subscribing and liking this video. If you have requests for any future videos, please leave them down below. And I will see you soon in another video. Bye.